Jen, can you put your pants back on? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone?
Hello.
Happy almost Halloween.
This month flew by for so many reasons. Mm-hmm. But it's good to be back. It feels like forever.
I know. I'd like to issue a formal apology for spreading COVID-19 into the household. Because I'm convinced that I gave it to you guys.
You did give it to us. What the fuck? We don't go anywhere else.
I didn't know. I literally thought that it was just a cold and I had a sore throat. And then I got a text a few days later from Nicole that was like, John just tested positive for COVID. And I was like, shit. Well, I should probably go take a test myself. And guess what?
I don't know who I blame more because you knew that she had a cold or sore throat.
No,
right?
I didn't know until I texted Jen that you were sick.
So you got here knowing that you were sick?
I told literally everyone, even the people, I said, I have a sore throat. I'm sick.
What people? These people?
Yes.
Not these people.
Dude.
Not
I said it on the podcast.
Sick.
I said it on the podcast. I said, I have a really low voice. This is actually
You may have,
me.
actually. That's true.
I did.
So you said
Someone back me up.
You said it when you were already here, and we've already contracted your filth.
I didn't know it was COVID. I thought it was just a cold.
The symptoms were masquerading. Shram says she remembers.
Thank you, Shram.
There you go. We just all assumed it was a little sniffles.
What's up, everybody?
Little sniffles that turned into a lot of sniffles.
This episode is just going to be, I'm going to put it out on the podcast, but the live stream's just for you guys today. You know, because you guys are our friends.
Yeah. Did you give them a Stella update? I haven't been on Discord in a couple days. I've been like,
kind of gave them a minor update.
Cool. Stella's here. Her butt looks like a little bit of a war zone, but she's doing okay. Back to her normal self. Mm-hmm. She was super depressed on Thursday. It was actually really heartbreaking. We got them all Chick-fil-A nuggies for when we got back from the vet, and none of them would eat. So I was like, oh my God, if they're not eating Chick-fil-A, they are not happy campers. So it took until later that night for her to even eat. Mm-hmm. Poor thing. But she's doing okay.
Yeah. So what is up? Who do we got on here?
Shram, Natasha,
Megatron.
Shram, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Shram.
Yeah.
Can you turn me up a little bit? Mm-hmm. Not a lot, just a little. What else did I have to say? Oh, whoever guesses my Halloween costume gets two trivia points.
You're not a homeless person? That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Well, Jesus.
Why does the varsity coach always call me? I literally tell him every week I have a podcast at 1:00 on Saturdays, and that's when he decides to call me on the phone.
Because he knows no one listens to damn podcasts.
It's on the radio, right?
Guys,
Elliot from ET is Shram's guest. Natasha says a Spice Girl.
No, but we are dressing up as Spice Girls in my department. But we're doing like McCormick spices.
So you went to work all week?
No.
Oh.
This week I did, but last week I didn't.
Can you let her out?
No, let's let her
Oh
stay
God,
there.
her butt is terrible.
I know. I have to chase her around with an ice pack and try to.
It reminds me of Saturday mornings when I wake up and can't walk because I've been anus fucked. That's what I'm just going with.
She can usually get out with the doggy door, just can't get back in. She just maneuvers herself with the little donut.
Hey guys, we're not going to do trivia today unless one of you guys want to post stuff. But I am going to clear out this drawer. Let's send you guys some stuff because I got way too much true crime stuff. And
well, definitely save some stuff for future trivia.
Well, yeah, but I was literally overfilling
I want to know about Shram's haunted Ouija board experience, if she used it yet, because the pan set that you guys had in the box had blood and hair on it.
Yeah, that
What?
was gross. Yeah,
You didn't see that?
Yeah, Shram posted a picture of
It had blood and hair in it?
Yeah.
it in the planchette.
In the planchette?
Yeah.
Shram, you didn't really use that thing, did you? And I will tell you, because we're doing one story today that makes me think you should just throw that away. And I'll just send you something else.
Megatron guesses Rocky Balboa.
No.
And Megatron also really wants that baseball card. So
Okay.
she will gladly take that off your hands.
All right. Let me just kind of go through for you guys what I have. And so instead of us sending you one thing when you win, just let us send you a couple things, you know? And let's get some of this stuff out. Like all the magazines and stuff. Like, I need to refresh this. No? What the fuck?
What kind of Gatorade is that?
Strawberry kiwi. I have plenty in the fridge if you would like some.
I'm going to go get one because it's calling my name.
All right, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Let me do some little formalities here. Welcome to the Talk Murder Me.
What are you doing?
Let her out.
I'm trying to, but she's trying to go through the doggy door as I'm letting her.
She's so pathetic right now. She like uses the donut as a bumper car against the walls. It's really funny.
Welcome everyone to the Talk Murder Me podcast. My name is John. I'm sitting here with Jen and Nicole. We post episodes all week long, but last week we did not because we were sick and I didn't feel like doing shit because we had COVID. But this week we are getting back on schedule. Well, hold on. As for the Ed Gein stuff, I kept my word, and even though I'm not going to release a standalone podcast just yet, I am still giving anyone who is a Supremo an Ed Gein goodie, whether it's a book or a comic book like this one right here, Psycho Killers with Ed Gein. You see the skull bowl. And I have other stuff like pins. I know a couple of you guys, our supporters, have already got that stuff. But anyone that signs up as a Supremo or is an existing Supremo, just let me know and we'll send you some Ed Gein stuff. And that's just for you guys. Also, what was I going to say? I think that's about it. All right, there's Jen.
I don't know what you were going to say.
So we got a couple of good episodes today. And we kind of need to get started as soon as possible because I want to try to do the Ed Gein one too to finish that one up on top of two other stories. I know y'all hate me. But this is just for you guys. We're on for you.
I still have the talking head
Oh
song
shit!
stuck
I
in
know
my
what I
head.
was gonna do. I was gonna do this. All right. So here's what we got in the drawer. All right. Let's send some of this stuff out, seriously. Even though we're not doing trivia. So we have this homeless serial killer. Was that Jen on the front cover? Oh, that's fucked up. That's the second time I did that.
Yeah, do I really look like a homeless person?
Well, you haven't gotten a correct guess yet, so.
I got this, which was in great shape before I stuffed it in this drawer, which is one of the reasons I want to give away this stuff. It's kind of a vintage book, Boston Strangler. I think it's the first edition, but the cover's really unique. It's not signed or anything, but, it's pretty cool. We haven't done this story yet, and like I said, it looked a lot better before I stuffed it in the freaking drawer, which is one of the reasons I want to get rid of this shit. We have The Final Truth by Pee Wee Gaskins. This is a republish. I still paid, I don't know, like $30 for this thing. I thought it was the real book, and it is just republished by someone like 2 years ago. I don't even know I would imagine they got in trouble because I know they
Banned it.
Well, they probably didn't even ask the original publisher if they could publish this. I mean, it's just like one of those Amazon things that were just here now and gone later. So this isn't the original, but it's still all the same words and everything. But this is pretty cool. If you were to buy this now, it's like $40 just for this fucking thing. Comic books. I have this True Crime Mr. Monsters comic book. Also, I put a link on the Discord. I'm not going to go through all these, but we have a shit ton of psycho killer comic books. So any killer you want. I know I have Jeffrey Dahmer in here. This is Manson, Son of Sam, Wayne Williams. I think that's the Atlanta guy. This is the Albert DeSalvo, the Boston killer. Mm-hmm. Jeffrey Dahmer, and just a ton. I got pretty much 16 different killers. So, let's see. I mean, let's get this stuff away because I haven't been buying more stuff because I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. This is a good one right here. What's the dude's name?
Green River Killer.
Green River Killer. And dude, I almost bought something the other day. I thought I was going to get a good deal on it, but then it went high on eBay. Like someone really wanted it. It was a Christmas card from BTK.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, I really want
Wait,
this.
from BTK or from the...
No, from him.
Like as BTK or from, like, as...
Dennis Rader.
Yeah.
No, he signed it. That'd be fucked up. If he signed it at BTK.
Right?
That would be so fucked.
Merry Christmas.
No, he signed it Dennis Rader. This is Green River Killer signed by his wife, Penny Moorhead. Let's see. Another issue of comic books. This is Killer Cuts or Colts. Killer Cuts.
Deep cuts.
Killer Colts. I got one called PMS Special.
Don't like that.
And so look on the Discord link for that photo, and let's get some of these things out. We'll send you a couple things because it costs money to send this stuff, so we'll put a couple things in there. Also, true crime cards. I'm gonna buy a whole box of these, but these are, I guess, killers. G-men. What's G-men? G-men, mass murderers, serial killers, and gangsters. What's G-men?
Isn't that like a hitman
I don't know.
or a spy or something?
And this is for Megatron. I'll send this to you if you want it. This is. Do y'all know who's in this?
Mark Jackson.
I mean, do y'all know why I have this?
Isn't there? There's a.
Here, tell me if you know. I have the Cecil Hotel freaking thing. It's not the real one, obviously. This is just a print or whatever, or a thing.
Is
Little
that the
trinket.
Melendez brothers in the background?
Well, yeah, but they usually pronounce it the Menendez brothers. But
Sorry, excuse me.
I got another set of cards here.
There's two of them in here.
Yeah, they're brothers.
No, there's two cards in here.
Yeah, I know. I bought 2 cards.
Oh.
I'm only gonna send one. They're kind of, they're not cheap.
2 available.
Yeah, but I got 2. So I'll send you one of these, and I have one more if anyone wants it. But Mark A. Jackson, is he? I mean, who is he?
He's actually an analyst now on TV for basketball. He's a basketball player.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. The Menendez brothers are in there. These things go for quite expensive if you get it graded. Like, there's literally one for like $500 or $600 graded like 9.5. I mean, this is literally a 9.5 card. I mean, it's literally never been like, it's in this hard plastic case and a soft plastic case. It's got no creases or anything in it. I mean, you can sell this shit if you want. I don't know if anyone's gonna buy it. A bloody bookmark.
Not real blood.
This book, I thought we gave Shram, but I guess she didn't want it. No, she wanted the other one, the Starved Mountain one. The bike, right?
Yeah.
Or were we supposed to send you this?
I don't think she wanted it because she doesn't really read, she said.
Oh, the Bike Rapist Killer signed by BTK. Look at that. No, I'm just kidding. It's signed by the judge who
Courtney says she'll take the other baseball card or basketball card.
All right.
She's got a very big collection. So there you go. All right.
Well, hold on. Just hold on a second. I'm trying to get. We gotta refresh.
I know. You also said we have a lot to cover, so I'm trying to help you.
Okay, let's finish. So I got this one. We covered this Japanese cannibal guy. And if you want that one, I'll also put this one in there. It's the shit. It's the, what's it, Myra.
Henley.
I'm trying to give this shit away.
I know.
True Crime, first edition. Who the fuck is this?
Versace.
Oh, Versace, Andrew Cunanan. I have some Sleaze mags. Oh my God, look at the back of this. So this is a
Front page
detective, but look at the back. A fisherman's dream. What the fuck?
That's quite
Are
the
they
best.
just assuming that people that are into true crime also enjoy fishing?
I guess. Serial killer cover book, coloring book, Inside Detective magazines. If you guys want these magazines, if anyone wants these magazines, I'll send you 2 each of these.
Natasha will take the Judge signed book.
Okay. And I think that's all I got.
And
did I say that?
There's some requests. You're gonna have to go through what people are asking for, or send us a message on
Discord.
On Discord, yeah, there you go.
Also, this Anne Rule's Dead by Sunset. It's not really as good as that one we sent out. That was one of her famous books, but this is signed by her. And like these are not signed. Oh, this is actually. Oh, I got a twofer. So, if anyone wants this book signed by her, especially if your name is Dorothy, like these are, they're signed for someone. So this is Dorothy. I'm so glad you enjoy this book and stories. As long as there is a true crime and I'm healthy, I'll keep writing. Your friend, Anne Rule.
Oh, that's nice.
Also, this picture, this will be separate because this is also signed by her, Anne Rule. Wow, I might keep this actually. I'm keeping this. I just had to change my name to Dorothy.
Easy.
It's not a very popular name anymore.
Oh,
No.
she
You don't
is.
see a lot of Dorothy's.
Anne
nowadays.
Rule is one of the best writers I've ever read. And that's it. So, sorry.
Many things.
I have news before we tell a story.
I'm trying to clear all this stuff out. So tell me what you guys want. Don't be shy. And do you have a trash bag of beer here?
Pretty much, yes.
What the fuck?
She's also trying to get rid of things.
Oh, and a serial killer map.
Okay, let Jen tell her thing
Sorry.
now.
Okay, so I officially finished round 1 of the E2M program. Yeah,
Congratulations.
I lost 26.3 pounds.
Damn,
Oh, shit.
that's amazing.
And I'm starting round 2 on Monday.
Congratulations.
That's
How do
my
you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah? Good.
I'm
That's
excited to
awesome.
start round 2.
That is amazing.
How many rounds is there?
As many as you want.
That's awesome. Does anybody else want to join with her? Can people join?
Yeah, you go to e2mfitness.com and you can sign up until...
But they can be like under your program or whatever?
Oh, no. Sorry, you have to pay.
Oh, you're trying to get you a referral.
Oh, no. They don't
Affiliates
have... No, they don't have that.
No, I'm saying if
surprised.
anyone wants to do what you're doing, obviously it works.
All right. So you guys are going to do surprise shots. I am not going to partake today.
Yeah. I also got one other thing for you guys only.
Okay.
But I can tell you later.
Okay.
You want me to tell you now?
Go ahead.
All right. This is going to be real quick, and this is kind of confusing. But, so I've been blogging, obviously, you guys know, and Medium is paying me for true crime blogs now. Now, they're not paying me a ton of money, but instead of just it's not a lot, but basically Nicole and I figured out a way to give back to you guys. It's if you guys want, like as in money, probably Amazon gift cards. So what we're going to do is the comment thing again, but not like a winning thing. It's going to be, I think what we're deciding on now, and this might change, but like every comment you put in there, you get $1.
One comment per post.
Yeah, one comment per post. And they got to be, the thing is a scheme for you guys and me. Like but you have to read the post and then make a good comment because they pay me like pennies per read or whatever. Well, we figured it out where we can actually give this money back if you guys want. So I'm thinking like $1 per comment on, and when I do 2 episodes a week, if you do both comments, then you'll get $3 that week. Okay. Now don't go sign up for Medium yet unless you use the link that's in the description, because all right, I don't know if you could sign it up with those friend links or not, but if not, you have to pay like $5 a month, but I get $2.50 back from that. So I'll just give that back. Right. Or however this works. Anyway,
Yes.
I have like 40 posts, and we're going to do like where we're just going to send you like $40 if you go and do all of them,
Right.
like right off the bat. So that'd be good.
Shram says we should learn to keep our money, but hey,
No, this is it. No, this is for all of us.
Yeah.
Like it's not a lot, but like we figured it out, and we haven't figured out the numbers yet, but it's enough to like give back too. So like you guys are paying $10 a month, like, we could, if you made, I don't know, $15 or $20 a month doing this or whatever the fuck it is,
can stick around
Yeah.
and support us a little while longer, hopefully.
Yeah, if you're interested. So basically, I've been writing these blog posts. All you got to do is read it, and they're pretty good. And then you just leave a comment. And Medium's paying me for that. Like I said, not a lot yet, but I'm still at the very bottom. Anyway, and this also helps with us getting traffic on podcasts, which the ads and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'd rather do this than send shipping stuff if I could. The shipping's only bad if it's overseas and stuff. But still not bad. Why are y'all staring at me?
Because you're talking to us.
Okay.
Like, where am I supposed to look? I don't know where else to look.
But if anyone's interested, just let me know. It'll be like we could pay every week type of thing.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Oh, you rushing me now.
First of all, you are the one that said we needed to get going quickly. So
I have nothing else on my calendar for today, for the record.
I just have sleep.
You sure you don't want to go and give a bunch of friends COVID?
You can stop, because I got it too. It's not like I was a silent part of it. Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are, because they're a surprise. Those are 2 things I'll never, ever, ever live down. Moving out and giving y'all COVID.
Yeah, you've definitely added one to the list.
Instead of we don't know what they are, you should have said we can't taste what they are, because we don't have sense of taste or smell.
It's coming back.
Kind of. All right.
Cheers.
Thank
Cheers, you two. The other, is it
that
Gen
Jaeger?
COVID?
I can't even taste it.
It's Fireball.
Oh, Fireball.
What was the question?
Is Gen COVID?
No.
There you go, Shram. I knew somebody would get it. The dude from Mean Girls. There you go, Damien.
She doesn't even go here.
She just said that as literally as you said it. Oh, man. Okay. We're ready. Let's do this.
I think that's all the bookkeeping I got, right?
Yep.
All right. I got some great stories, and we're back on, obviously, back on the routine. This, the live stream is just for you guys, but this story, the first one is great. It'll make you think. The second one is fucking terrible. Okay, it's fucking terrible. All right.
Like good terrible or bad terrible?
It's bad terrible.
Oh.
It's
Cool. Appreciate the heads up.
fucking bad.
Everyone's like, I won't be here for the second one.
And then hopefully we'll finish up with the rest of the Ed Gein stuff. But who's ready? And you guys take it easy on us. We're still kind of sick, so. But yeah, it's not. These are both Halloween stories.
Ooh.
And it would seem like the the second one would be kind of oh cool, or not cool, but it's terrible. I just want to throw that out there to start with. So, but Jesus Christ. All right, let's get started. Who wants to get started?
Us, them, you,
Okay. All right,
everyone.
let's do this. Let's do this. I forgot how to do this. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to Damascus, Oregon tonight, 2011. And will you describe this person for us, Jen?
Oh, she's a lady.
Oh, okay. That's enough. Shit.
How long are you going to be mad at me for?
That's just normal.
What's today?
I'd say she's probably in her 40s.
Yeah, maybe late 30s.
Late 30s, early 40s. Barrette in her hair.
Brownish, blonde hair.
All right.
It's Christmas time in that background.
What do you
I'm
think?
excited for Christmas.
What do you think this story's about?
A Christmas
Do
murder.
you- I mean, with her, looking at her, do you think she's a killer?
I'm gonna say she's the victim.
I'm going to
She's a victim?
say that she's related to the victim in some way.
All right. Tonight we're going to. I'm starting the story 2011, and I've seen two different accounts, 2011 or 2013.
Why is this beeping?
Her name is Julie Keith. All right. Her daughter, now they live in Damascus, Oregon. Her daughter was having her 5th birthday. And like I said, this is a Halloween story. So this was late October. Mm-hmm. Now, Julie wanted to do something special for her. So she went into, they have like a guest house that's attached to their home. And she went up there, and that's kind of where they store all this just miscellaneous stuff, like just over storage, just put it in there, including something she bought recently, well, a year ago, that she forgot all about. But it's Halloween, or about to be Halloween, and although she has taken her daughter trick-or-treating many times, or at least, 3 or 4 times, she's never actually decorated her own home. So she goes and tries to find something that she may have bought, because she's one of those moms that, there's nothing wrong with this, but she'll be in Kmart or Walmart, and she'll just see something maybe after Halloween that's on sale, and she'll grab it, kind of like we always do, and then forget about it. But then when Halloween comes, she's like, oh, I can't believe I forgot about this. This would be perfect, type of thing. So this is what she pulled out. And can you describe this for us?
Oh, a graveyard kit, like one of the ones that you put in your front lawn.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me,
17 pieces.
Ooh.
how do I do this? All right, well, look at it more. What is oh shit, don't look.
Look, don't look.
What else do you notice? Can you describe it?
Totally Ghoul. It's from Kmart. Costs
Yeah.
$29.99.
It's for ages 8 and up.
So the box contains the following: one large KD. What the fuck is a KD?
Kmart department.
I don't know. One large tombstone, 30 inches tall. It was actually styrofoam tombstone that was painted black. Three small tombstones, 2 black velvet roses, 2 mini skulls, 2 hands, 2 feet, black spiders, a bag of spider webs, a bag of moss, and 1 piece of bloody cloth. Now, this is...
All that for $29.99?
It's a bargain.
Like, that would... If you were looking for something for $30 today, you might get one of those tombstones.
Agree.
Or a hand.
Okay, well, here's a question for you guys. Take a look at this again. There was something else in this box. Do you want to take a guess what was in this box?
A body.
I mean, was it a real hand?
Jen, the box is like this big.
It could be a baby body.
That's fitting a lot of stuff in that box.
You think a body is in there?
You don't know.
Is it a
like
real bloody cloth? I don't know.
Decomposing bodies in there. Does anyone want
a head?
All right. Does anyone want to take a real guess of what was in there? Let me see. Has anybody heard this story?
There was actually nothing in the box except a hole cut in the bottom. It was on a table, and someone, when you open the box, a head would pop out and go, bah!
Oh, I thought you were going to do the penis thing, where the penis is in there and it pops out.
A dick in the box? No, that's Christmas gift.
So, anyone want to take a guess? Good. That means you haven't heard of it.
Man, I have not really drank alcohol in a long time, and that one shot, my face is like, I feel it in my face.
Go like this. Ow, fuck.
No.
Do it.
Or what?
No, I think you did it. That's enough.
People want to see you.
If I see one person say that they want to see it, then I'll do it, and you don't count.
Well,
All right, let's just wait 30 seconds.
y'all tell me. Do y'all want me to send you some prizes or not?
You cannot blackmail them into me self-harming. That's not how it works.
I want to see it. Can I see it? You got to hit yourself. Shram likes violence. Stupid. Jesus. This is terrible.
This is fun.
We have sunk so low.
No, we're having fun. We haven't seen each other in 2 weeks.
Oh my
we
God.
are literally slap happy.
Look what she just said. Sorry, I don't know what we're asking to see.
Wait, what? No, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was asking for.
This is a good beer. If you need me to describe it for you, John, it's a spicy pumpkin beer.
Oh, that does sound so good.
Is this
New Belgium.
no, what's the brand?
New Belgium.
Is that what's called?
Voodoo Ranger.
New Belgium is the brewing company. Oh, fuck. Nicole, maybe you might be able. Oh, you can't. Are you on a medicine?
No, I just can't. I'm just kind of like, meh.
You might be able to feel the sensation of the spice.
Yeah. I should just drink water, though. I'm still feeling pretty crappy.
I should always just drink water, and I always feel crappy. And here I am drinking a beer.
Well, you can also suck it through a tampon if.
Why?
Boofing.
What?
Because you're a pussy. That was stupid.
You should go into timeout for 5 minutes and let us talk.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Hey, Wolfie.
Oh, what's up, Wolfie? We're actually signing off. So
Just stop. Okay, keep going. What's in the box?
All right. Julie, she's excited. She sees this box that she bought last year at Kmart, $29.99. It's a good deal. And she opens it up. She's real excited about this. And the tombstones fall out, the skulls fall out, the bloody cloth falls out. All that stuff falls out. But one other thing.
How did she open it? Did she try to shake it?
What do you mean she opened the box?
Fuck, she opened the box.
But I imagine like a box, like you open a box and you look inside. Like, what did she open it from the bottom and it fell out?
She opens the box and she violently shakes the shit out of it for no reason, and stuff is everywhere. All right, she opens this box, the tombstones fall out, the skulls fall out, and also a piece of paper falls out.
Oh, a note.
A note, a letter. And it is actually a letter folded in eights.
Because you can't fold a piece of paper more than a certain amount of times.
And the letter, if you want to read what the letter says, if you can, what do y'all think the letter says?
Dear Santa, this year for Christmas.
This is a murder podcast.
I don't know what the letter says. Does it have instructions to where a body is?
Is
or
it a ransom note
confession?
with magazine letters cut out and pasted onto the page?
All right, try to read this. Okay. Julie opens this box. Stuffed between the two tombstones was a letter that was folded in eights. This is the letter here, the exact letter that fell out.
Sir, if you occasionally buy this product, please kindly resend
Wait,
this letter for me
Do you mean
to
read
the
it?
other World Human Rights Organization.
Well, try that again. I was talking.
Sir, it says occasionally, but I think they meant to say accidentally. No, if you occasionally buy this product, please kindly resend the letter to one World Human Rights Organization. The thousands people here who are under the persecution of the Chinese Communist Party government will thank and remember you forever.
All right, let me read the rest. Sir, if you occasionally buy this product, please kindly send this letter to the World Human Rights Organization. Thousands of people here who are under persecution of the Chinese Communist Party government will thank you and remember you forever. This product produced by Unit 8, Department 2, Mashenge Labor Camp, Xinjiang, Laong, China. And then there's some Chinese characters. People who work here have to work 15 hours a day without Saturday, Sunday break, and any holidays. Otherwise, they will suffer torturement. Then there's some more Chinese characters. Beat and rude remark, nearly no payment, 10 yuan / 1 month. So 10 yuan per a month. People who work here suffer punishment 1 to 3 years averagely, but without court sentence common law punishment. Many of them are Falun Gong practitioners who are very innocent people only because they have different belief to CCPG, which is the Chinese government. They often suffer more punishment than others. All right, that is what the letter says.
That's definitely not what I was expecting.
No, not at all. That's interesting.
I thought it might be a warranty. It was folded into eights, and it says, we've been trying to reach you for your car's extended warranty.
All right. What do you guys think of that?
Weird.
Yeah.
What would you do if you found that letter?
Send it to the World Human Rights Organization.
You would make a complaint? Just kidding.
To Kmart?
I don't know.
No, honestly, I might throw it away.
I might Google.
Holy
I
fuck.
might Google the department that they mention and see like what comes up. And I probably would make a photocopy and keep the original and send it to the World Human Rights Organization.
All right. Well, luckily, this package was bought by Julie and not one of you guys. Because she Jesus Christ. Because she didn't think it was her car's extended warranty, and she actually did something about it. So this is where I want to go right now. Google Earth. And let me see if I can... Sorry, Jen, you're not here anymore.
It's fine.
All right.
I was the expendable part of the podcast anyway.
So
I'm just kidding.
Masanja, I think I'm saying that right. This is in China. This is where he said the letter that he wrote the letter. This is a kind of a, they call it the Rust Belt of China. So very, very out there. And he's saying that there's a labor camp here. Now, it's interesting because you can actually, if you hit this little button where it shows the roads, even though they do have people taking pictures everywhere else, in this area, there's no street view or anyone taking pictures. Well, here's someone, but this is in a neighboring village. Let's see what this is. This is in a neighboring village. This isn't in Masinga. I can't say it. Fuck it. So this is close to the area at least. The town. So out here, isolated in the middle of nowhere, China, is where this Kmart thing was made from. Okay, allegedly, from what the random person in the on the letter said. Have you guys heard this? This is a really interesting case. All right, Lauren says on live chat, think there are many camps, so I'd believe it, but I'm expecting this to have a twist. Well, I don't know. Twist. I could make it. I'm just kidding. All right. So all right. A couple things. He says nearly no payment, 10 yuan per 1 month. How much do you think that is?
Like 50 cents.
Close. At the time, it was $1.61. Wow. He also said something about Falun Gong practitioners. Now, let me just break this down for you. This man who sent this letter sent it as a prisoner in this Chinese labor camp. And he was sending it in this graveyard kit that Kmart, which is owned by Sears. They were, this is where they get that stuff. So next time you're in anywhere and you see it made from China, you may want to think about this story. But this is the labor camp right here. You see there's barbed wire, and the conditions are pretty rough. If you guys
looks like a prison.
It basically is a prison. They're called labor camps. Now, let me break this down.
That sounds worse than fat camp.
Let me break this down for you guys. All right. 1 second. What do you guys think so far?
Fascinating.
Okay.
Was not expecting this.
I'm also thinking that this beer is spicy. My face probably is red.
A little rosy.
So Julie Keith takes this letter and she posts it on Facebook. And one of her friends who is a reporter asked her about the letter. And then Julie was like, is there anything I should do? Should I send it to the World Health Organization? And she said, the reporter said, no, this is beyond that. This is a story that needs to be told. Okay, what you're gonna hear is the prisoner who sent this letter did so secretively, because if he was found out, he would have been killed. Right. Okay, so that's what the reporter was saying. Anyway, the story went viral pretty quick, and questions were raised to China about what's the deal with these labor camps. We already know there's labor camps in China, just like North Korea. Okay, it's basically prisoners for hire. You know what I'm saying? There's an incentive there. So as of this time, now I'm not sure about how many there are now, but I think 2018 is the last time anyone had an estimate of it. There were about 320 of these camps. This camp right here being one of the most notorious for the abuse and the torture that they would put the prisoners through. All right, so this camp specifically makes about $16 million a year in profit from making stuff to sell to Kmart and other sources like that. And then we buy it. It's an incentive for them to get laborers. Yeah. For them to arrest people. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like the for-profit prisons that we talked about the other.
Yeah, exactly. Week. All right, so you guys like it so far? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, no, super interesting.
All right, whoever wrote this letter, after it went so CNN picked it up, and then The Guardian picked it up, and every news station in the world picked it up. And then China, the government of China has to to answer to this, because now the world knows that they are torturing people in these labor camps. All right. So the man that wrote the letter sees this news has gone viral, and he's still in China, although he's not in the camp anymore. He only served about 2 years in the camp, and then they released him. But one morning, this guy walks into the CNN office in Beijing, and he says that, hey, I'm the guy who wrote this letter. Now, as you'll see, it's very risky for him to even do this now.
I'm sure, yeah.
Because the Chinese, I just want you guys to know, like, oh my God, dude, like, this makes me glad I'm not living in China. I'm just saying.
We
All
are
right.
very lucky.
He says, quote, I saw the packaging and figured the products were bound for some English-speaking countries. I knew about Christmas, but we were making skulls and the like. I really didn't know much about Halloween, but I had this idea of telling the outside world what is happening here. It was a revelation even to someone like me who had spent my entire life in China. So this guy's name is Mr. Zhang. That's what he's called. Now, he did finally go on record, and this is the guy that wrote the letter right here.
Oh.
Okay, so he was a prisoner. All right, do you guys like this or not? I know it's kind of...
No, this is fascinating.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
crazy.
The social media is a good idea.
What? Wait. What? Can you remind me what year this is? It had to be somewhere where Kmart was open.
It was 2011.
11,
All right, you said that.
Yeah. He says it is quite ironic that it was a bloody graveyard. Oh, Julie says it is quite ironic that it was a bloody graveyard kit that I purchased, knowing that the people who made these kits were desperate and bloody themselves.
Did he only write the one letter?
No, so I'm going to tell you, he wrote 20. But first, let's see why he's in prison to begin with, because he did mention that he is a prisoner. This is a labor camp. So maybe he's supposed to be there.
Did he do something wrong? Right. Is he a criminal is the question, right?
Okay. In the letter, it says the following. Where's that damn letter? The letter says this. Oh, shit. Where the fuck did it go? Sorry, guys.
You good?
It says, many of them are Falun Gong practitioners. Falun Gong. So I was like, well, what the hell is that? And what that is it is most of the people that are in that prison practices Falun Gong. Do you want to take a guess what it is?
It's a religion?
Okay, so it's not really a religion. It was founded in the 1990s, and according to the Chinese government, it is a, quote, heretical cult, also called Falun Dafa. It is an offshoot of Qigong, which you guys probably heard, which stands for the discipline of the vital breath. This is what this is. And even today, they're still getting persecuted by the Chinese government. They demonized this completely, this heretical cult. It is an amalgam of traditional medicine and self-cultivation practices from the early 1950s. The Qigong boom happened in 1980 to 1990s, and that's when this practice was. So basically, here's how in China, there was a new leadership, and there were, as communists before, and now there's a lot in the 90s. There's a relaxation pretty much on communism. There's more freedoms. So with these more freedoms, more of these little religions started popping up, and more, people were more open. And this Falun Gong started. It is basically, from what I've looked up, Tai Chi. It is nothing but an exercise program. This is the people doing it in the park. It's meditation mixed with exercise. That is what these political prisoners are being sent to these labor camps for.
To do Tai Chi? Or no, because they are doing the Tai Chi.
Because they are doing it. So think about it this way. If you're in America, all right, Jen's doing this E2M program. Let's say that, Jen, you just started your, round 3?
No, 2.
You just started round 2. So you make a tweet on Twitter. Just started round 2, everyone wishing me luck. Let's say you do that. And then let's say that our government sees that. Then they break into your home without a search warrant or anything. They put you under arrest for being in a cult, and then they put you inside a prison camp. Now, they're technically prisoners awaiting trial. Okay, that's the loophole there. Is basically like you arrest someone, and then as they're waiting for trial, they're in prison or whatever, and then the time gets made up. But they could spend up to 4 years in a labor camp before they even get to trial. Now, these are people doing exercise. The real reason that the Chinese government the real reason the Chinese government demonized them is because of the amount of people. So about 100 million Chinese practice this, and the Communist Party of China has about 60 million members. So since the 1990s, this practice has exceeded the Communist Party, and that scares them, right? Because there's this whole practice, this religion that is bigger than the Communist Party. So they get scared. They get feared that, it'd take over. So what do? They demonize it. They say it's a cult, and then they start beating people that practice it and throw them in these labor camps. Basically, that is what it is. But I'm going to tell you exactly what happens in these labor camps. But that is who is in the labor camps, is these people that practice basically Tai Chi. And a lot of it is also to do with the traditional medicine. So traditional Chinese medicine is not big pharma. Traditional Chinese medicine is, cupping and stuff that you don't have to go and pay for these pills, stuff that you can do naturally, holistic medication. But that's not making China any money if you do that. And now you have 100 million people doing that. Okay, that really affects the economy for their big pharma profits. You see where this is going?
Fascinating. I am kind of mind blown, honestly, right?
So, yeah. All right. So this man, Mr. Zhang, was thrown in prison because he was a practitioner of this Falun Gong. And people today are still being persecuted for it. There's still labor camps, and it's still just as bad. I mean, this was only 2011. Quote, for people who have never been there in the labor camp, it is impossible to imagine. The first thing they do is take your human dignity away and humiliate you. There's systematic beatings, sleep deprivation, torture. Making products turned out to be an escape from the horrible violence. We thought we could protect ourselves and avoid verbal and physical assaults as long as we worked and did the job well. Now, this guy had a wife at the time, and the wife actually had to break off their marriage, not because she's a bad person, but she sent him a letter that said, I want to get a divorce. Not because she didn't have faith in her husband, but because while he was in this labor camp, her family, her brother, her mother, her father, they were getting harassed and beat and searched with no warrants or anything just because her husband was a practitioner. This is fucking China. Like, seriously.
That's crazy.
This is not like 1984 shit.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. They were barred to have any... Let me tell you about the torture, some of the torture he endured. Now, he is a very strong-willed person, and there's there's a couple videos that were hidden camera videos that I can show you of the workers inside the camp
wow.
that I'll show you. But this is one of the torture routines. It's like a brainwash. They wanted to brainwash the guy and break him of this belief in this Falun Gong, right? So they take him into this room. They tie his hands up to this bunk bed. Now this is an illustration, but there's a really good documentary that was made called The Letter to Mazinga. I can't pronounce it. What was it?
I think you had it.
There's this really good documentary that goes through this whole thing and interviews the man. But this is basically an illustration of what he had to put up with. They were trying to break him. They were trying to break him of the belief that he thought that Falun Gong was the way, right? And they wanted to get him back to the mindset of being, enslaved by the communist regime, basically.
Jesus.
Quote, they tied my hands with ropes and then tied my waist to the bed with a bed sheet. I felt my body being torn limb from limb. This happens every day for 2 weeks, all day. He is strung up, just like in this photo right here, for 2 weeks straight, 24 hours a day. And other prisoners denounce their belief in Falun Gong immediately or within 10 minutes. He lasted 2 weeks and he never denounced his belief. He would lose consciousness, and then when he lost consciousness, the guards would, quote, massage the victim, this guy, which basically means they would beat the shit out of him with their billy clubs and flashlights until he wakes up and regains consciousness. Then they will string him up again and have him go through this again, lose consciousness, beat him till he wakes up, and then do it again. After 2 weeks, the commander of this labor camp decided to hang him up by his arms on the side of the bunk bed for 24 hours, just his arms where he's standing up. So when he tries to fall asleep, his knees will buckle and it'll wake him up, or lest it rip his joints out of his arms, right?
Ugh.
So his wife was terrified about the news, and they were once he gets out, obviously the wife just sent that letter because, her family was getting harassed and searched and beaten. So now that he's out, they see that this story that he sent this letter has gone viral. And now they're still in China. She is so terrified to see that her husband was in that same camp making those Halloween decorations, that she tells him to go and hide somewhere. I mean, that's just like crazy, is it not? I mean, it's nuts. It makes me, dude, I don't know. What do you guys think of this craziness?
It is crazy.
So, nuts, man. So the inmates were barred to have any paper. They couldn't have any paper, but there was a workbook that they were forced to do in their downtime, which was hardly any downtime. But this is a labor camp, which is re-education through labor. That's basically the motto here. They had a workbook that is basically brainwashing you that the Chinese government is the way, right, and the best way. So he took that and he would rip the pages out. That's that letter you saw was on the back of one of those pages. Wow. And, quote, I hid in a hollow space in the bedstand and only got time to write late at night when everyone else had fallen asleep. So all the inmates, there's 40 inmates in this one room. On one side of the room, they're sleeping head to toe. They're all scrunched up together. On the other side, there's one or two guards that sit there and watch them all night. So this guy was so, I mean, this is, to write this letter, he had to not only rip out this paper, he also convinced one of the other guards, who was also a practitioner, a secret practitioner, to give him a ballpoint pen. He would roll over, pretend he's asleep, and make 1 or 2 marks, and it took them 3 or 4 days just to do that one letter. Oof. That one letter you wrote that you read took 3 or 4 days to do. And if he was caught, he would have been killed.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking nuts? He wrote 20 of these letters.
Wow.
He says, quotes,
he's really brave.
He's really brave. Even now to come out in public and do this. I mean, the lights were always on in the camp, and there was a man on duty in every room to keep an eye on us. Demonstrating his awkward position, writing, he says, quote, I lay on my side with my face toward the wall so the guard could only see my back. I placed the paper on my pillow and wrote on it slowly. Each letter took a few days to finish. Quote, I tried to fill as much space as possible on the sheet. Every letter was slightly different because I had to improvise. I remember writing SOS in some, but not in others. Now, he is not an English speaker, but he did go to college and learned English. He was the only one in there that could be able to write this. In fact, one of the letters did get confiscated because some of the other prisoners wanted to help send the letters as well. One of those prisoners got caught with one of these letters, and he was brought in front of the whole group, which is about 100 people, and he was tortured in front of everyone with an electric shocking baton. Luckily, the guy never told him who gave him the letter, because there was only one person in that whole group who could read and write English, and that was this guy. Wow. Even the commander and all the top staff in this labor camp could not read it. They actually had to get a translator in to see what it said. And once they figured out what it said, they punished everyone severely. But luckily, they never gave up his name because he would have been killed right there. And they tried for days shocking this guy and beating him in front of everyone. So everyone's watching him and getting tortured. He still never gave up, this man's name. But if he did, he would have been dead. Isn't that fucking nuts?
This is crazy. This is definitely not what I expected when you said Halloween story. No. Wow.
Yeah.
What an incredible story.
So in 2008, he actually slipped in these letters to 20 of these graveyard kits, right? And only one of those made it out, obviously, Julie. And even a year later, she didn't actually look into the box for another year.
Wow.
Quote, I was confined in that building, room 209. We had the 4:15 wake-up call, worked from 6 a.m. to noon, got a 30-minute lunch and bathroom break, and resumed working until 5:30. Sometimes we had to stay up until midnight if there was too much work. And if you couldn't finish your work, you would be punished. So, this specific camp had about 5,000 inmates, and the annual revenues for the camp is about 16 million USD. So there's an incentive here. Not only are they trying to silence the Falun Gong practitioners, but they're also making money. There's hundreds of these camps, and this one particularly is making $16 million. That's a huge incentive to rip someone off the street for doing absolutely nothing. This guy we're talking about, the reason he was arrested is because they found printer paper in his home. They suspected him of being a practitioner. They broke into his home. Don't ask about warrants because that's not a thing there. Yeah. This is Big Brother stuff. They break into his home, and then they find blank printer paper where he was going to make flyers for the practitioners,
Printer paper.
Printer paper. That's all they found, and they put him in prison for 2 years. Under the guise of, okay, you're in prison now until your trial, which could be 4 years from now. You know what I'm saying? And until then, we're going to make money off you and beat the shit out of you every day, starve you, and everything else. So, obviously, this story went viral, and 2 weeks after it went viral, the Chinese government came out and said that it was, quote, seriously inaccurate. Then hundreds of whistleblowers who were also in these camps and have served their time come out and talk about the torture they were put through. Wow. One lady who goes by the name Liu said that once she fainted on the job but was denied medical care. For her defiant attitude, she said guards also ordered fellow inmates to beat her. Their assaults happened with plastic stools and basins so vicious that she would lose consciousness. Quote, but I still had to work after I regained consciousness. This place was hell on earth. One woman, a mother, was sentenced. Now, she has a daughter. She was sentenced for 1.5 years for disrupting social justice. Do you know what she did?
No.
This woman repeatedly petitioned government officials to punish the several men who had raped her 11-year-old daughter. They basically got mad at her for trying to get these men punished, and now she's disrupting social justice. They took her away from her 11-year-old daughter who was raped, and she was just trying to get justice for him, sentenced to 1.5 years in prison. A lot of these inmates never made it out. They died there because of starvation and overworking conditions.
So bad, yeah.
In another village, a young man was sentenced for 2 years. Do you know what he did wrong? He retweeted something that went against the Chinese government. He retweeted something. Not even wrote his own tweet. Retweeted something. 2 years in prison.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah, it is fucking crazy. So, yeah, nuts. Do you want to see some inside the camp?
Yeah.
There's a couple videos. Let me. Hey, can you hand me that charger plug? Sorry. Do you guys like this? Are y'all still listening to this? There's a documentary if you guys want to do a watch party on. It'll really make you think. And I remember like today, I was like, man, I'm so glad. Like I have it so good, you know. I mean, even then on the documentary, now they have made it out of China, but they're still terrified to even talk about it.
I bet.
You know? So I'm going to show you some of the videos. Now, keep in mind, if whoever filmed these secret recordings, if they were found filming these, they would have been killed. So these are very short and, you know, I mean, it is just what it is. But let me show you some of the videos. And what do you guys think of this? Pretty crazy. Eh?
Yeah, it is crazy. Definitely makes you think about where all your stuff comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fucking shit, right?
You made that comment
Jesus
the other day
fuck.
when we were looking at the port, you know, that's in Mount Pleasant. It's one of the biggest ports on the eastern seaboard.
Dude,
and you just see all the crates of shit, you know?
They shut down this one, but there's probably 500-600 of these camps now. I mean, back then it was 320 camps, and they're making all this money. There's such an incentive, and they're getting persecuted. All these practitioners is basically the government saw an opportunity to make a ton of money selling. I mean, everything you buy from China, you can think that it probably came from one of these fucking camps.
Damn.
Isn't that nuts? Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
It makes me not want to buy anything ever again, honestly.
Yeah.
But she says, Julie says, I feel obligated to use them every year now because I feel they need to have some worth. Talking about that shitty ass styrofoam kit. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how they would do hundreds of these kits, and they would have to paint these kits, and they don't have gloves or anything, and they're breathing all this stuff in, and they got to do thousands of them over and over. He was talking about when he was sleeping at night, he would still make the motions in his dream as he was painting tombstones. These fucking tombstones. This shitty shit, that people have died over it, you know?
Yeah.
Died over, like, there's half these people fucking, you're about to see, like, these people are dying over making these fucking tombstones, man. Oh my God, just, not to, like, bring anyone down, but holy fuck, this guy had to hide to write a letter Jesus fuck. Dude, we cannot let this fucking country get to this, man. Holy fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I certainly hope not.
Jesus fuck. Anyway,
That's terrible.
Here are some of the videos. Obviously no sound, but you see them just.
Can you make that bigger?
1 second. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. So you see them just all day, just doing this all day. If they don't finish it, this is the actual kit. Remember, it came with that moss.
Yeah,
that's that moss. So they basically, he was talking about how he has to take this styrofoam thing and make it look old with the paint. You know. So all day they just do this all fucking day. But it gets worse. Hold on. Let me see. What the fuck? 1 second. What do you guys think of this so far?
man.
Pretty depressing. Wait, this isn't the depressing one? The next one's the depressing one?
Dude, the next one's fucking terrible,
Oh
man.
my god.
The next one's fucking terrible.
I don't remember him saying depressing. I just remember him saying terrible.
It
So.
is fucking...
This one was depressing.
I'm going to tell you right now, just for you guys, for you mama bears out there, you will hug your babies tonight.
Oh, no.
This is a
God.
fucking terrible story.
No me
I'm gonna
gusta
do.
that.
I don't think anyone's covered it, but I mean, I didn't know it was this bad until I already started researching it for, you know, for all that time. So we got to do it now. All right, here we go. So this is, they just sleep there all day. They sleep there, they work there. Look, this guy's just...
Oh my god.
It's awful.
Here's inside the camp. So, you know what most of these guys have done to end up here? They basically were practicing Tai Chi in the fucking park. That's all it is. It is it's not even a cult. It is basically is basically body improvement and exercise and meditation. It's all it is exercise and meditation.
That's crazy.
And it is fucking, it's like literally.
It is absolutely.
And we have like Tai Chi over here. It's the same fucking shit. Imagine if someone was practicing that in a park and then you go up to him and be like, dude, you better stop doing that shit, man. I fucking saw the, you know what I'm saying? Like, the last thing we think about is getting arrested
for doing
that. Oh, man. Fuck.
What?
Dude.
So what happened to this gentleman in particular that wrote the letters? He was out when she found the letter.
Yeah. Yeah, he was out when...
He still spoke out and he's still living in China?
I don't know where he's living now, but
Jeez.
he finally put his face out there because he wanted to bring
Humanize
light
it.
to
Yeah.
this. And China, they shut this camp down, but there's others still open, you know.
Yeah.
It's
There's another one down the street, I'm sure.
exactly. But I mean, at least we know now our base. We don't really know. Have you guys ever even heard of these camps? I've never really heard of them, except in North Korea. But these guys aren't doing anything wrong.
I know. It's
Like-
like yeah. Not
like,
that
oh, you
not
wanna-
that the forced labor is any better for an actual criminal, but
Yeah, but we don't.
You know
put
what I
it-
mean? Yeah.
We don't put people in there for doing E2M
Right.
programs. You know, I mean, imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if you were like had to be secretive, and then I see you're losing weight, and then I'm like,
Well, bad for big pharma.
you know, what are you doing, Jen? Huh? You doing something? Huh? And then, you know what I'm saying?
And
Oh,
then
fucking
Jen's
nuts,
making
man.
our Christmas ornaments.
So this is someone getting beat. Let me look at this guy. He's like on death. his
Oh my gosh,
deathbed.
there's an IV. Oh. These people, poor people.
I mean, look at this guy.
Oh my god.
Look at him. He's like emaciated, man.
Yeah.
He can't even move. They don't feed him or anything. Look, they got him handcuffed.
Shit.
Oh my god.
This guy, you know what this guy did? He was doing meditation and now he's handcuffed to the fucking bed, dying.
Oh my
Man.
Isn't that fucking nuts? Jesus Christ.
That's awful. That is awful.
Fucking crazy. And if this guy would have got caught filming, holy shit. Imagine
no
like, oh,
kidding.
dude.
I wonder if that was a guard.
This, yeah,
filming.
probably, yeah. Here's, I guess, lunch or something. Isn't this nuts?
Yeah. This is heartbreaking.
But this is the only videos that will come out,
Yeah.
you know. I'm sorry. This is the food. So they get one of these a day. It's like a rice patty cake or something like that.
And some broth.
Fucking nuts, isn't it?
Oh,
my
my god.
Jesus, look at this guy. Look at the bruises on him.
Ugh.
That's like from that taser thing, you know?
God. That's awful.
That man, and you know why they have IVs in them and stuff? Not to help him live. Well, yeah, to help him live so he can make more fucking tombstones. That's the reason they want you to live. As long as you can make more fucking tombstones. Oh my god. And dude, we're all guilty of buying the shit, but
Yeah.
fuck, man.
It's
I don't
awful.
know.
Wow.
So
Wow.
anyway,
What a story.
if you guys want to get pretty depressed, we can watch the thing later. It's pretty eye opening.
Yeah.
They the video on it. But I don't know. What do you guys think of that?
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really heartbreaking.
So, yeah, if you guys want to, but you guys want to take like 5 minutes and then do the next one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna just warn you guys one more time. This next one's terrible, man. Fucking terrible, dude. So anyway,
Fair warning.
I hope you guys like that. I'm still trying to get back into things. Again, this is Talk Murder Me, and I don't know. We're back, I guess. Still doing our thing, man. All right. Until next time. Good night, you lovely, lovely people.